The headline that got you to open this video said something like, Trump gets confronted on his love affair with Musk, instantly humiliates Melania. Well, please stick around because in a moment you'll see exactly why I have so many of these. And trust me, what you're about to see is safe for home and work, and it's embarrassing for Trump-Musk and a Fox reporter. And the reactions I've curated are even funnier. Before we get into the romance, let's talk about the reported rift that is heating up between Trump and Musk. MSNBC is sounding the alarm in this piece with phrases like collision course, freak out in Trump-Musk world, and insiders say trouble is brewing. Let's dive in with a breakdown of the breakup.
A new report reveals that in less than 3 weeks since the Trump administration took office, Elon Musk is causing rifts and fissures within the president's inner circle. One self-described ride-or-die MAGA Republican operative who knows President Trump personally confided to Wired something they claim they never thought they'd find themselves saying just weeks into Trump's second term. This is a quote. They say, there could be a collision course coming here at some point. When asked about if there's a brewing freakout over Musk and Trump world, quote, he's getting too big for his britches. Joining us now, the author of that report, politics reporter covering President Trump and Wired contributor Jake LaHutte. Jake, this is a really fascinating look inside the Trump White House. You spoke to half a dozen Trump loyalist Republican aides and advisors inside and around the administration. I think many of them, even though they say they're shocked to be saying this, the rift almost seemed inevitable. Yeah.
But it's happening, and I wouldn't call it a full-blown freakout quite yet, but the folks I talked to have all been loyal to Trump and have been on the train since before January 6th. And it takes quite a lot to rattle or surprise these people. And these are folks who, normally would be inclined to spin this in some sort of way. Instead, they don't know who to turn to. A lot of them want Susie Wiles, the White House chief of staff, to intervene in some form. I don't have any idea what that would look like.
But wait, there's more. The question is, how is Elon Musk rubbing people the wrong way, including the person he's supposed to be serving, Donald Trump, instead of running a rogue operation?
It depends on who you ask, Allie. I think for a number of them, this is just coming down to optics. And, you got to remember with Donald Trump, he's a man who watches a lot of television, watches a lot of weekend Fox News, which his cabinet would support. And he generally likes to have, the look, the aesthetics locked down. So for some of them, this just simply falls into the category of a bad look. I think for others, they are like, okay, who the heck are all of these early 20-somethings, or in the one case of the big balls kid, a literal teenager? So they all have different motivations at play here, but the common theme I've been hearing from them, and this goes back a little further actually, is that they're all trying to find ways to more or less insulate themselves from the blast here.
The blast, boom! Is it inevitable or just wishful thinking by Democrats? Please comment below with your prediction on that. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the wacky blast of love that Donald Trump received today from Elon Musk, followed by the funny reactions.
Any questions, please? Peter?
President Trump, I have two on Doge. Elon Musk said today, I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. What does the First Lady think about that?
Oh, I think she'll be okay with it somehow.
President Rufus T. Firefly posted, we live in the stupidest times. I invite you to imagine someone asking FDR or even Reagan this question. NC Suzanne commented, Elon knows the game. He knows this is how he owns Trump. Trump craves the love he never got as a child from his family. And Kathleen M. Sussex Love wrote, this might be the meanest headline I've ever seen, and I can't stop laughing. Melania Trump is glad to have a babysitter for Donald as Elon Musk hangs around Mar-a-Lago, source says. So now you know why I prefaced this story with all of these, because it was easier to do this than to try to talk with my tongue in my cheek. I was clearly signaling the silliness to come, but I'm going to be serious in my analysis of what we just saw from Peter Doocy of Fox. The Dominion lawsuit a couple of years ago exposed Fox as an entertainment channel and not news, and Doocy removed all doubt with that sorry performance. He treated a very important diplomatic moment with the leader of the fourth largest economy in the world like he was Michael Scott from The Office trying to roast his boss while on a company retreat. Even though the experts agree that Fox lost its standing as a legitimate news source a long time ago, many Americans still rely on the network as their primary source for updates on current events. This guy Ducey is a joke, but a welcome face at every Trump White House press event because of his soft and biased approach to journalism. You might find it fascinating to learn that on many stories, Occupy Democrats will get more YouTube views than Fox News. And you might also find it interesting that I'm just a regular guy broadcasting from a makeshift studio in my garage. I'm literally talking to you from between golf clubs and rusty tools. Take that, Fox, with your fake news and your embarrassing tools like Peter Ducey.